Hi there and welcome back to Ohforcraftsakes. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. As you can see by the snow, we are in a very festive mood and we are going to create something that might have to do with snow. Oh, hi, how are you? Yes, we're going to make something similar to you. Okay, bye. Who'd have thought? Nice of Frosty to stop by. Okay, so take a look down here and we'll get started. Okay, what we have right here is, as you can see, everything is silver and white and a little bit of red, and you'll see why in just a moment. We are making a wreath and our focal point is dun, 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 this adorable snowman. So he is hollow, he is actually a tree topper, but I am going to make him the center of everything and hopefully have him back far enough, or we'll work it out where he can sit and be adorable. So as you can see, our snowman has a little bit of black on him, and on the top here he's got little berries. So there's the berries over there. Let me put him aside because he is very fragile. Let's put him over there. Okay, and now we have some snowflakes, and we've got some other snowflakes over here. Not sure which ones we're going to use. Then we're going to use, how appropriately, our snowball mesh, and then how appropriate as well, snowball mesh as well in white. So we are going to go poof, and we're going to go woodland ruffle. So let me set these aside and we can get started. So if you feel chilly, I would say you better put a jacket on because we are ready to go to Snowtown and make something adorbs. So be right back. Okay, we are back. My table is cleared off and I am excited to just make this adorable snowman wreath. So jump down here and let's take a look at what we're doing. Okay, so we have our mesh and we are ready to roll. First things first, let's take our price tag off. Got this at Craft Outlet. All ribbon at Michael's. Snowman, I actually found him at Walmart. Go figure, it was amazing. I got him on sale, it was fantastic. Okay, so let's just pop these babies out and just bring all these in. And I love white and silver. It's classy, it's elegant, it can go in any decor. It's beautiful. So let's get this rolling. So I love this snowball mesh. It's just so pretty, and you can see the little snowballs in here. That's why they call it that. Super cute. So once again, I'd like to fold it down. Ooh, and it's super soft. And then I'm just going to gather in, bunch it together, just like that. And let's see, I'm going to tuck it under. And I'm going to grab my little zip tie. And we'll tie it on here. I'm going to get as close to this as I can. Okay, and we'll just clip that end off. Oops, should have had my clippers out sooner, sorry. Okay. I learned something fascinating, so I'm trying a new thing today, that if you do your mesh on the top row first, it will not scratch the bottom as you go. And being that this is such delicate and fragile mesh, I'm going to try it, that technique. So here's the top row, and so we're going to go past 1 to 2 and then come back. So that's going to be my first poof. Twice and secure it nice. Oh, it's super pretty. I love this time of year, you guys. Loving it. And then I'm going to want that to come in a little bit. So go 1, 2, back to 1. And I always twist it nice and tight twice. So pretty. And I love that you can see the snowballs in there. It's so cute. Okay, so once again, pass one, go to two, and come back to that one. Nope, something went wrong there. So go to one, go to two, and then back. Okay, made it a little tiny bit too small. And I want them all, they don't have to be exactly matching, but you know, we want to keep it in the vicinity of a 10-inch poof. Oh gosh, look how cute. Lovely. Okay, so I am going to continue with the top, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we are back. Take a look down here. So in the video that I watched, he did not, the gentleman, sorry, busy poofing. Let me fix this right here because it's going to drive me crazy. The gentleman who did the video just went right down and started, but I feel a little, I don't know, I feel nervous because I'd like it anchored down, and he said we need to work smarter, not harder, and so we don't need to add all the zip ties and things like that. But I'm a little bit of a creature of habit, and when I sell this and it's given as a gift or as I said, purchased by someone, I want to know without a shadow of a doubt that it's not going to fall apart. Now, he swears that he's sold tons of wreaths and he's never had an issue with one coming apart. So I do believe him. I just don't know with my OCD if I'd be able to sleep tonight knowing that there's a possibility that my luck, I'd be that 1 in 10 million that it would just not work out. Okay, so I just zip tied it to the post right there, and so I'm going to go 1 and 2 and bring it back to my front. And this only seems a little bit different for me because I am left-handed, but I usually put my mesh on right-handed. So if I look like I'm fumbling, I'm really not. I'm just a bit of a spazzers. Okay, so let's just continue going around. See, now it's all secure. I don't know, I feel better about it. 1 and 2. And so now nothing is hitting against anything, nothing scratching against anything. He said if you do it this way, you'll have last fraying. But I use such high quality product, it shouldn't fray, but all mesh will fray somewhat. But then I do spray it too. I mean, there's ways around it, you know. But let's see how this goes. So I am going to finish with the bottom, and we'll fast forward. Okay, so we are back. We are going to 1 and 2, bringing in our last poof, tying it off twice, and then poofing it out a little bit. So there you have it. It was quick and easy, didn't have any problems. And it's certainly poofy, it's certainly looking good. Let me cut off a tail. But I have an idea. Let me just grab a sip of water. I'm thinking, I'm looking at this now on my screen, and I'm thinking how nice it would be to maybe do one more row in here, because I need something very cushiony for our snowman to be laying in or just standing up in, so it would look more like snow underneath him. So let's do this. I am going to trim off this end. Just tuck it under. Okay, underneath I am just going to grab a zip tie. Not letting my zip ties go, I'm just paranoid like that. And I'm just going to secure it with my zip tie to the very bottom ring over the material. Now, had I been on top, I would have done it now, but I'm not. Well, if I would have done, let me try that out right. If I would have, why isn't this going in? If I would have done, what is the problem? Okay, there we go. If I would have done the bottom first and gone to the top right now, I could have just doubled it up right now, but I didn't have the brilliant idea until now, just seeing how I want it to be a little bit fuller. And y'all, I'm just having a problem here. I don't know why. Okay, there we go, finally. Okay, let's just clip that off. So we are going to put a third row directly on top of what we have. And I will show you exactly how we do it. I just want to make sure all my ties are up and ready to go. And I'm going to push all of this up and out of our way because we're going to put that row right here. So I want these hanging forward. There's one, there's two, push that back out of the way. And this is going to make it super full, super luxurious, just full and beautiful. So let the good times begin. As always, just fold it down and gather in. And I am actually just going to secure it right here to the very top bar with another zip tie. Let's see. Nice and tight, so that baby's not going anywhere. And I'm not bothering to trim off any, oops, that's too long, trimming off any of the extra underneath because it's adding to the fullness, and that's what we want. And I'll show you when we're done. I'm going to push it all up and it's going to be lovely. Okay, so now, what the heck's that? Is this part of the bottom? Let's trim that off. How did that? Oh, it's part of the, oh, okay, I see. Let me flip this over. It is part of the unraveling here. See how I bunched this up? So that is just, let's get rid of that. Let's trim this a little bit. Creature of habit, you guys. Something about bulk and stuff, I just get a little bit freaky. That's not bad. But you know what? Consistency. Let's just snip that off. And tuck that through nice. So push all that out. All right, let's flip this back over. Somehow my mesh is twisted, so let me fix that. Okay, so now we're going to go 1, 2. I'm going to open this tie up here. And we're adding it to the same tie, so but I'm not putting it down here. I'm actually coming more forwards. So I'll show you once I get it in. And I'm literally just adding it, squishing it down to that tie, turning it one full time around, and I still have plenty of tie left for. So now you guys, look at that. This is pretty full right here. And let's just keep going. And once again, I'm going to pull this other poof out of the way. I'm going to go 1 and 2. And then I'm going to again lay it towards the inside. And what's great about this Snowball mesh, it's very, very soft and very easy to work with, and it will really do just basically whatever you want. And I just want it to be big and poofy and beautiful. So now you can see it filling in. Love it. It's getting bigger by the minute. And it's Christmas, y'all. If we can't go big, you know you have to go home. So if you can't go big now, when can you go big? Pretty. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm in the right spot. And then when you're done, you're just going to fluff out all your rows. One and two, and come back. So you can see now that there's not going to be any opening in the center. It's just going to be like a mound of snow for our little snowman to sit on. Tying this nice and tight. One, two, almost to our end. Once again, placing it towards the inside. Wait, let me just make sure we are in the right place. Yes, okay. Okay, we are in our last one. Beautiful. Let me just tuck this down. Do a nice full complete twist. Okay. Beautiful. And once again, pull it towards the inside. Now let me just get this out of our way. Let's tuck it right there. Okay. And it's really not that long, so that's perfect. So now, let's just go through and poof. So now you can see you have one very large, fluffy, almost like a cloud of mesh. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make sure everything's fluffed out nicely. All 3 rows. I don't like how this end is sitting, so as always, I am going to tuck it down and zip tie it. Yep, using a lot of zip ties on this product, but I just feel weird if stuff's not secure. So anywho, so I'm just going to slip this down and under really quick, and I'm just attaching it to the second bar. Okay. Trying to be like that other gentleman. Unfortunately, I can't remember his name. I will put it in the link below, the descriptions below. But he was like, we are working harder, not smarter. So I'm trying to. Okay, anyway, so we are poofed. Now, let us clear off my table and get ready for our white ruffles. And actually, I might just do silver, because this is looking very, very white, almost like we don't need it, but I just want to add a little. So we'll be right back. Okay, we are back and we are ready to cut our mesh. I'm going to stick with the white snowflake because all of our decorations are mostly silver. I want to just keep that theme going. So here's a little holiday joke for you. What kind of music are the elves most fond of? What are elves' favorite music? I'll give you a second. Rap! Rap music. Get it, elves? Rap.
Yeah, okay.
All right. I'll try a little harder next time. Let's go down here and focus on our mesh, shall we? Okay, wait, come back. I've got one for you. How does Santa deliver his presents in the rain? Give up? Because the sleigh is driven by reindeer. 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 All right, yeah, come on back down. Come on back down here. Okay. You know, guys, I never said these were going to be the world's most fantastic jokes, did I? Oops. I guess it's better to cut with the blade out, right? There you go, Allie. Okay, so I am going to make this 20 inches. Because we already have a lot of white, I just want to add a little bit more of dimension. And I just want to add a little ruffle in there for a little texture. So I have two friends that are actually, right now, as we speak, putting up their Christmas decorations, their lights, their tree, the whole 9 yards. And so I said to my girlfriend yesterday, I was like, well, what about Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving hasn't even passed yet. We're just in the beginning of November. She said, oh no, it's great. We love it. You know, Thanksgiving for us is like a dress rehearsal for Christmas dinner, so we're good. I was like, okay. Thanksgiving is not a dress rehearsal for me. I take it very seriously. I'm sure none of you are shocked. So I need to make 18 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to keep track. And y'all, I just love this mesh. The snow, it's so dang cute. I'm just loving it. And it's going to be a lot of fun to decorate this. I just love that snowman, and I went ahead and made the bow. And if you want to, I have the tutorial on how I made it. You can check for the link. It's either going to be above here right now, and if it's not, if you don't see it, it will be down in the description below. But so you can see how I made the bow. So I'm so excited. I sold another wreath from my Etsy store, and I love it. I'm having such a good time with that. And someone messaged me and they purchased my pilgrim wreath, and he is so cute. I had so much fun making him. There's actually a video up on my site, on my channel as well. I made the pilgrim tutorial, and he's just adorable, and I'm really going to miss him. I was hoping no one would buy him so I could keep him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8 more. And I know, I mean, obviously I can make another one, but they're all so special. And that sign that I had on him was just perfect. That was included in the wreath, on it rather. And I don't have another one of those, but you know what? I am so thrilled to know that someone is really going to enjoy it, their holiday season, and they're just gonna share the joy with everyone that crosses through that threshold into their house. And I love it. It's so cute. It has the pilgrim hat and the little legs with the buckled shoes. It's so cute. Could there be anything more fun than creating things and having people enjoy them? I'd love this. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I appreciate it so much if you would, and hit the bell if you want to be notified when my next videos are up. And if you share the love, spread the love, tell your friends about it. If this is the perfect time of year, if they're trying to think of good gifts or things, you know, maybe they don't have a huge budget for stuff, this is the time of year to do it. They can watch these tutorials, and you know what? They can make these things. And they don't have to buy very expensive products if their budget is tight. They can make them any way that they choose, and they can learn to do something, and it just, you know what? It just spreads the love. And that's what it's all about. Okay, I lost count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel like I'm on Sesame Street. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I really enjoy doing this, and I enjoy sharing what knowledge I have learned, and I'm always, you know, growing and learning and watching other people. And it's just, this is such a great community, the craft community, the wreath community, centerpieces, garlands, what have you. Just everyone is so nice and so sweet and willing to help others if we have questions and stuff. And I want to be able to do that for others too. So if they are not thinking that they can do this stuff, they absolutely can. Off the soapbox now. And oh my goodness, perfect timing. I just had enough. I have got all 18, and bye-bye to the snowball wreath. The snowball mesh, rather. Let's toss that out in the trashy poo. Okay, let's lay that here. And oops, I guess that's got to be our first one. Let me grab a sip of water. I'm in Las Vegas, and it's still, I mean, you know, it's low 70s right now, and it's just the sun's starting to go down. Let me see, what time is it? It's actually 4:13, but it's still daylight out, and the first day of daylight savings. Very excited about it. All right, so let's get rolling. I don't know, daylight savings just puts me in a very festive mood, as if I'm not already. I've already been listening to Christmas music in my car. If you have not listened to the Hallmark channel on Sirius, I definitely say please do, because it's fantastic. It really is. So let's see, let's use the cell phone. Sure, why not? So I'm just going to roll in just once and then gather. And then I'm going to let that roll in. Saw another way to do this as well. So now we are left with our ruffle. Okay. And I'm just going to place it right in here in the tie. And I'm actually going to open this tie to, let's see, how did I twist it? Don't freak out, guys. Okay. Talking to the mesh, it does not answer, but in my head, maybe it does a little. Okay, I'm just going to add that to the mesh, so I still have a little bit of tie left for our ribbon tails. Cute. Very cute. So you see the two rolls and a little bit of the ruffle. Perfect. It's the mini woodland ruffle. And so I just fold it in, and then I just gather right up the middle. And then when I'm done gathering, I'm just going to release, and I'm just going to let this fold in, curl in the way it naturally does, and boom. Quicker, faster. We don't have to take time and fold both ends and then roll both ends. It's just, we can simplify. We just use our brains a little. Okay, why am I opening that? I already just put something here. Oh my goodness, Allie Mavally. Okay, pivot. Remember Ross from Friends? Pivots. Let's move this over here. And I've got a lot of twist space here, so let's, well, no, let's just stick with the norm. Let's undo it. So I was hoping for a Friends reboot, and the cast said, I mean, what more could we possibly do? We would be open to it, but where could we take it that would be different that we already haven't? So I think they're just going to let sleeping dogs lie. But I am thrilled to hear that Hocus Pocus is going to have a part 2 with the entire original cast. So I am so thrilled about that. That was just such a cute movie. Perfect. Great cast. I mean, Kathy Najimy and SJP and Bet. So see, looks pretty cute. So I am just going to keep rolling these, and we will fast forward so you don't have to be tortured. And we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I've got all the ruffles, the woodland ruffle on the bottom row, and I just put the first one on the top. So take a look. I'm actually just going to grab a drink of water, but this is the first one that I put on top. Now, on camera you may not be able to see, but I think if you look really closely, this camera system is amazing, thanks to my husband. You can see our poof. It looks almost a little bit grayish. It's not though, but it's silver and white. So you can see that there. And then you can see next to it, we have the little ruffle, and it's all the white snow. So you can see that. See the difference between here and here? That's pretty. Once again, this is supposed to be soft and subtle and classy and look light, like as light as the snow when it's falling down. So once again, rolling in, gather, and then just keep rolling in, gather. So I went to that one. Now I'm looking for this here, and I want to make sure I have enough tie left because I still have ribbon tails to put in. So I'm opening it up where I put the third piece of mesh, and I'm pressing everything down together, squishing it, which is fine because when the tighter you make it, the more your little woodland ruffles will pop out. So I love the dimension that this is giving, and when it's all done, you'll see. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but as always, I will take a picture when we're done and post it. I don't know if the lights are drowning out the color a little bit because it is such a light color. Last wreath I made was mostly all black, right? Black and red, and then this one is all silver and white. Talk about one extreme to the other. But I just really didn't have this idea until I saw that adorable snowman in Walmart. I can't believe it. It was like normally $22, and I don't know what happened, but for some reason it was in the clearance aisle. Let me see where this is opening and closing. And so I swiped them up, and I think I got them for like literally more than half off. Something like $7 or $8. It was crazy. Okay, let me just try and put this here. Just a few more to go, and then we are going to start our decorating. Oh, actually, no, we're going to start our ribbon tails. Add those in, and well, you know what that is, decorating. That is definitely decorating. So if you haven't, reach out and watch some other designers make their beautiful designs. It's just they have so many great ideas for this time of year, and you guys can do this yourself. You really can. Oh, no, let me open that a little bit more. Not down far enough. There we go. I mean, I know you've heard it before. If I can do it, you can do it. But honestly, if I seriously can do it, you absolutely can do it. Just make sure I'm going to tuck that in. Pretty. We have, what, 3 or 4 more. So I'm going to do these, and we will be right back. We'll just fast forward through the last couple really quick. Okay, we are back, and I am on my last ruffle. Take a look. Gathering the last one. Thank you, phone. Now just fold that back in, and let's just turn this around, and here it goes. Let's see. I've opened all these up to where the mesh is and just stuck in the ruffle. And so I still have plenty of tail left now to add our beautiful ribbon tails. And so now you can see, well, you may not be able to, but it's beautiful white snowflake laying in the little bits of silver. And let's see if I hold it up to the front, if that's better. Let's take a look. Let's see if you can see the difference. It's soft and subtle, but I think in the picture when I post it, it'll be a little bit easier for y'all to see. Okay, now let's add some ribbon tails. So take a look down here. I am just going to roll right into it. I have cut 2 different sets. Okay, this is going to get confusing because I don't want to confuse you guys. I have, let me just put it out like this and I'll show you so I don't sound like I'm losing my mind, which basically I am, so no worries about that. Okay, so this is 1 set of ribbon. Oops, there's a black one under here. And oh my goodness, Allie, get it together. Okay, it's 1 set of ribbon right here, and then this is another set of ribbon tails, and they're all cut into 14 inches. And we're going to whatchamacallit, what the heck am I trying to say? We're going to go one after, we're going to switch them out. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, I can't think. We've lost an hour, or we gained an hour. See, I can't even think right now. Menopause brain, thanks a lot. All right, so I'll talk as we're doing this. The video I also watched yesterday, the gentleman said, I'm going to do it like this. He said, I know the standard for a ribbon tail is people always say, and you've heard, oh, no, do 12. 12's the standard. And he said, well, let me show you the difference between 12, 13, and 14. And he had them all, the different sizes, put into his bundles here. And you know what? It does look better. The 14 looks better. And yeah, you're using more product, but it doesn't really matter if it looks good. I mean, at the end of the day, you want to make other people happy as well, and you want to share your great product. And let me just twist that in nice and tight. And then fan this out and I'll show you. They're just a little bit longer and they go over the edge of your mesh a little bit nicer, and it adds a little bit more richness, fullness, and just gotta say I'm digging it. So let me pick it up and I'll show the camera. Okay, let's see. Oops. Let me show the camera right there. You can see that. Can you see? Like that. And then I'll show the front. It's just easier, straight up. Can you see that? Am I even showing it? Okay. Sorry guys, it's hard to see my camera. So see three different ribbons, and just the length is nice. It just sort of covers, just curls over your mesh a little bit. It's so pretty. And he had some really creative ideas. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the next set. And this ribbon's beautiful. I did get this from Michael's. I got the form and the mesh, I think I also said before, from Craft Outlet. Oh, wait, what is happening here? Oh my goodness, these aren't dove tied. Let's fix that real quick. We'll be right back. And we are back. So, I don't know how I did that, but I forgot to cut them. But now, beautiful. So anyway, they were saying that, you know, we're always, the norm, the general norm is supposed to be 12 inches, but try the 14 because it does look so much better. And you know what, I agree. But then again, it's also personal preference. You have to do what you like and what you think is pretty. And honestly, at the end of the day, what your customers love. If you are selling these and you have your own Etsy store and you know you have a certain clientele that just love it the way that you're doing it, then stick with it, you know. Don't fix what's not broke. I'll just try to open this one a little bit, get a little bit more tie. I just want to keep learning and see different things so I can figure out what my sweet spot is of what I love. I'm not gonna lie, I do love that. And it just comes to the edge of your mesh. I just think it, I don't know, really pretty. All right, let's just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, let's see. We didn't talk about Halloween. It was the other night. It was what, Thursday night, and I hope y'all had a good time. My husband and I, as we said, went to go see Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum here in Vegas. And if you are ever in Vegas, you have got to go see it. It was awesome. We stood in line for about 2 hours or 2.5 hours, and you would think, oh my gosh, that was just so crazy long. But they had like sideshow people entertaining us. There was this big scary clown on stilts, and they had jugglers and guys that tumbled and tossed, and Jim got to be in a video that they used him in one of theirs. It was pretty cute. And they had a girl eating fire, so that was pretty cool. They had all sorts of fun things. And we saw Zach Bagan briefly. We said hello and he was like hi, and he was walking by, but technically we did see him. I don't know if you could say that we actually met him because I don't think he established eye contact, but we looked at him. Anyway, it was fantastic, and it was spooky, and it was great. It was just great. Loved it. We had a great time. And then we went and we got some junk food and came home and pigged out and watched some more scary stuff on TV, and it was pretty fun. It was a very fun Halloween, even though I didn't hand out candy to the super cutie patooties. It's okay. I had a good time with the husband. So that was a lot of fun. I hope you had fun. We did not get any candy, which is good because I probably would have eaten, well, most of it because I have a sweet tooth. That is my downfall. And literally have 8 weeks till we're going to Cabo. And I don't know. It's so hard, y'all. I'm having such a hard time with my diet. It's crazy. And I looked at the Weight Watchers app the other night, and meh, I didn't feel like I loved it. So let me fix this. So I like to do my Fitness Pal, and so I'm back on that. But I'm also doing my Herbalife shakes because they're just delicious. I love them, and they do fill me up, which is nice. The problem is we went to sushi last night. Well, we ate junk food Thursday night. Friday night, I'm trying to think. Was I good on my diet Friday night? It's all a blur now, isn't it? I don't remember. Last night was Saturday night, and I jumped off the wagon and rode right into sushi, which, I mean, it could be healthy if you don't have any of the rice, but I love the rolls, and you have to eat the rice. If not, they charge you more, and we go to an all-you-can-eat, but still. So yeah, broke that one. And naturally, they have tempura ice cream, which is just another way of saying a deep fried ice cream. Of course, I had to have that because it comes with your meal, so I mean, you can't not have it, right? Heesh. So needless to say, I feel like Mama Cass. Yep. If you don't know who she is, look her up. She died eating a ham sandwich Well, technically she had a heart attack, but she did have a ham sandwich in her mouth on the phone, chewing at that very precise moment. I fear I might have a demise similar to that. It's so hard. Oh, and then I made pumpkin muffins that are, yeah, I mean, 2 smart points a piece, which is great. If you're on Weight Watchers, you can have, you know, maybe 1 or 2 and use your points. But yeah, I just, my portion control is not what it should be. So needless to say, I threw them out. Yep. So far I've been good on my diet. I had my shake, and then a little while ago for lunch I had my reasonable meal, which was a little bit of turkey meatloaf with a couple of bites of rice, not very much. Excuse me. And then a little while later I'll have another shake, and then I'll have to go immediately to bed so I don't get hungry. Just kidding, I won't go immediately to bed, but I just have to try to get a grip on myself. But seriously, 8 weeks till I have to be bikini ready? Oh Lord, that's a lot of pressure. Men have it so easy. Just throw on a bathing suit and suck in their gut for a minute and it's all good. Women, we have to worry about everything. Thighs, stomach, butt. I mean, I got a big booty, but my man loves it, so that's good. So I don't not like my butt, but I love my curves. I just want them to be, once again, slightly smaller. So now I'm contemplating doing HCG again, because that's my go-to when I've got to lose weight fast. It rolls right off, and I love that, which is nice. It's just really hard because if you haven't heard of it, it is a 500 a day calorie diet, and I do about 800 calories because if not, there'd be a homicide. And you do a shot of HCG, like an injection, and it actually tells your brain that it should start burning your stored body fat. It's a hormone. It's not going to mess with anything else in your body, not to worry. But of course, you have to get it from your doctor. Anyway, so day 1 and day 2 of the diet, well, they're my favorite days, and I'll tell you why. Because they're the pig out days, where you're supposed to get your fat intake and your carbs and everything up as high as you can. Just, I mean, it's a pig out day. Eat whatever you want. Love those 2 days. And I usually do, like, I go to Krispy Kreme's and I'll get a dozen donuts, and if I'm feeling like Mexican food, I'll get Mexican that day, because that's one of the foods I miss when I'm dieting. And so I just eat all the things that I love for 2 days. It's I just glutton. I'm basically bulimic, but I don't throw up. So after that, on day 3, okay, so day 1 and 2, you pig out, but every morning you get up and you take a shot of HCG. And then you pig out for the entire day. And then you get up the next morning, day 2, you pig out, but you also take your shot first thing in the morning of HCG. And it's like a little, it's a TB syringe. It's super small. You can definitely give it to yourself. Don't have to be squeamish about it. Super teeny tiny needle. You just put it sub-Q in your abdomen, which means it's going to go sub-Q anyway because it's so small. Anyway, so what the heck am I doing? So day 3, you wake up and you give yourself your shot, and that's the day, dun, 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 you drop down to your 500 or 800 calories. And you are not allowed to eat, well, basically anything. You can have some proteins. So normally I'll do like ground turkey, and I'll make like a little turkey burger, like literally nothing on it. I will just take a chunk of the turkey and throw it on a frying pan on the stove with some ham, and I will cook it up, and then I will throw it on top of some alfalfa sprouts, because I do love those. And then I'll put a little bit of ketchup and mustard for flavoring. I don't know if that's really HCG friendly, but I do it and it works, so I'm happy about that. And then that's what you do every day. Then you wake up, you get your shot, and you just eat very minimal. Like for breakfast, you can maybe, have a hard-boiled egg, or sunny side up. You can have 1 egg, and no bread, no carbs, no fats. And yeah, it's really hard, and you might be in a grumpy mood, but it works. I mean, you will lose, guaranteed, 1 to 2 pounds a day. And that's the beauty of it. That's what keeps me on it, is knowing, well, okay, I'm deprived as all get out, but it's going to work, and you're going to drop that weight fast, and then you feel good. And then you go to Thanksgiving dinner and have 1 meal and gain it all back. No. Okay, I'm just kidding. Then that's the hard part, because I've actually done that before in a November. That I've done it a few years back, and I just had a sensible dinner for Thanksgiving. But it's very hard to say sensible when you're talking about Thanksgiving dinner. But yeah, I mean, you go and you enjoy yourself, but then you have your 1 meal, and then you don't kill yourself, and then the next day you go right back on it. And so, you know, I mean, it's really hard to do this time of year, but since I have the ocean trip coming up, I'm gonna have to do something. Because like I said, I just want to feel a little bit better, and pigged out this past couple of months a couple of times for anniversary and going out of town and eating and drinking and having fun. So I know I should not care about what anyone thinks, but I like to look my best. So that is that. So yeah, I think I am going to just maybe reach out to the HCG people, call my doctor and get a script for it and start going. And yeah, I mean, when you go off of it, if you don't do the maintenance correctly and you go off of it, yeah, I mean, you will gain it back. So you have to be very diligent, and you have to I mean, you just have to do it. It's just about choices, right? Hate dieting. And I wanted to get like lap band or gastric bypass, and I wasn't large enough for gastric bypass or sleeve. And the physician I worked for years ago, I said, you know, I'd really love to, you know, do that. And he's like, what, for 25 pounds? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. So, and as I said before, I really love my curves, so I don't want to lose them. I just want to lose a little bit of weight. And when you get that kind of stuff done, you can't stop it. Your body is going to just drop. Okay, so now we're going back up to the top row. Anyway, that's dieting. My brother-in-law is doing Weight Watchers and doing great. Like I said, I downloaded the app the other night, and I just wasn't, I don't know, not feeling it. And I'm not about meetings either. He's, bless his heart, he's going to the meetings with his sister, and they're doing great on it, and he looks fantastic. But I'm not one of those, I just can't go into a room and be like, hi, oh, I had a really good week, or no, I didn't have a good week, or I don't really like to talk to people. I mean, I do, but I don't. It's very strange. I still want to air my dirty laundry, so to speak. So I don't like that support group stuff. Is not my bag. So you see how much of this ribbon comes out? It's just so pretty. You can really see how pretty it's really filling up nice, and it just looks money, you know? Looks really nice. Looks very regal, very classy. Like, this would be a wreath that you'd find in Macy's. Only this is made much better, and it will last seasons after seasons, whereas Macy's sometimes, Lord only knows, you know, what the quality of their product is. I'm not putting down Macy's. I'm just saying, when you make it yourself, by hand, it's not a machine doing it. It's not something else doing it. It's actual human being that cares and takes pride in what they're doing, and they want to make it beautiful because they want you to enjoy it. There's a big difference. I just think when stuff is made with love, it's always good. Food, wreaths, whatever it is, if you just do stuff and you love it and you care, then it's going to be great. And sometimes when factory made stuff, people aren't really caring. And even if they're making a wreath there and they're making it by their hands, they're not really thinking, oh my God, I can't wait for this person to buy it and adore it. They're thinking, oh my gosh, when's my next break? When's lunchtime? You know, I went to Michael's and looked at some of their wreaths, and they're really horrible. I mean, they're charging a fortune for the worst quality ever. It's embarrassing. It's just very, very sad. But to each their own. But people buy them, so I mean, what are you going to do? Obviously, they wouldn't carry them if people didn't purchase them. I just like to do a nicer quality item and know that when you get one of my wreaths, it's going to last. It's important. Everyone works hard for their money. You want to have stuff that lasts seasons to come. Okay, so I am going to finish these up, and I'll be back when we're done. Let's just fast forward to the next part. Be right back. Okay, we are back. This is a little crooked. I am back, and we are going to finish our last tie. So take a look down here. Our last ribbon tail, actually, I should say. And look at it's looking pretty cute. And I guess with these, you can really see how it's pulling out all the colors. It's really It's just really cute. I'm really liking it so far. I'm feeling very festive. I hope you are too. And if you need SKU numbers for anything, please message me below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And please share the love, as I said before. And if you need any information, more things about where I purchased these items, like I said, just message me and I can give you all the SKU numbers and things. Nope, I don't like how that's going. Hold on. Hold up. Let's do that again. I'm actually going to untie this just a smidge. There we go. Hello. Okay. No, I'm not feeling the love here, people. Hold on. It's like one tie is really long and the other isn't. So let me just, okay, taking a chance, taking a big risk, opening it up, but I want it to lay in there nice and flat. So I want it to lay flat and I want to have enough tie wrapped around it. Okay. Yep, there we go. Boom. Like I said, I just want to know that things are secure and never going to go anywhere. Okay, so we are, boom, done. And look how pretty that looks. My goodness. Love it. I'm going to pick it up and show it to the front of the camera. And that's how that looks. Super pretty. It's big and full and elegant, and I love it. Now comes the fun part. Let's see if we can put our snowman in. Let's take a look. Okay, so here is our snowman, and I'm going to try to push all this up and out of the way because I just want to tuck him in here. Yeah, I just want to tuck him in there, and all the mesh and the ribbon I think will cover nicely, and then we'll add some nice decoration, and I think that is pretty cute. So let me, how do I want to attach him? And you won't even know that he's a tree topper because he's sitting down nice and nestled. So let's see. He's super light, he's styrofoam, so I won't have to, I don't think I need to use wire. I think I can use some, but I need him to be a little bit long. So, oops, careful buddy. I think I'm just gonna go wire. So let me glue some wire on the back and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and I actually just hot glued some pipe cleaners because this is so light being styrofoam. I really don't need to have anything too crazy and cumbersome. So I'm going to push all this forward, and I'm going to push that back. And I'm going to nestle him right in there just like that. And see, it's perfect. The ribbons and things around him. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Okay, then I'm going to reach underneath. Let me actually sit down so I can look underneath here. And let's see. I just want to fold it up for a second to this. Okay, yep, that works. Just make sure if I can scoot him back any more into here. So I want him to lay straight, not to be pushed forward more. Yeah, so that's better. It's not pulling off his hat, is it? No, okay. And then when I hold it up, let me hold it up to the front. He's just sitting in there. I'm trying to look through it to see, but yep, that's how exactly I want it. Okay, So I am just going to attach it from one side to the other. Let me just go through one wire. I am attaching it to the lower, or well, actually the highest row of metal right there. And I just have to twist it around and secure it. Bear with me. Okay, so he is on. He is on, he is on, he is on. All right, so let's take a quick break because I have to go hang him on the wall and make sure he looks straight and perfect. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Here we are. He is all tied in, nestled and snug in his little snowy wreath. And now we're going to add some decorations. So let's see what we have. I've got some pine cones. Of course, we have some snowflakes. I love this because it matches his hat, so maybe we'll toss a little bit of this greenery in. I've got some berries that we can maybe sprinkle around, or maybe not, because there's some berries on here. So let's just see. I think I really like these. I might want to just put a couple of them around here. And some snowflakes. I've got some bows. I'm really not feeling it. I think maybe I just want to do that. Just keep it very simple because it's so full and it has so much. So let's see what I want to do. Do I even just want to put one right here? That's cute. I like that there. I'm not going to glue anything in until I get it all positioned. And then I need to put one balanced right here. And just find a piece between the mesh. Out because that's well tacky. And let's see, maybe we'll put one here. Yep, I'm going to put it right there. Let's see, this is so much fun. And then yeah, I'm going to want to put one right here where it just is calling my name. I'm just going to want one right there as well. Right, so that looks cute so far, so let's just do that for now. Let me get out another glue stick. I'm using Gorilla Glue, so it's durable for any type of weather. I'm just going to start right down here. If I had a skillet, I would just dip it in, but I don't right now. Oops. So I'm just going to cover it off to the side. Putting it right there. Perfect. Spreading the branches out a little bit. Perfect. And then on this side, I'm going to turn it. pretty, very pretty. Let's go for these two over here. You take it to the side and cover it in glue. Okay. And put that right back in. Tuck it right in. Let me load up a new Gorilla Glue in here. My glue gun is lacking. Okay, perfect. It's pretty like that. Fluff up some. So I already see where I'm going to want to put some pine cones and snow. And let's glue that in. So I'm going to pivot towards me. Let's take that out. That look pretty good compared to this one's sort of tucked back over there, so that looks good too. Okay, I just want to sort of make them even. Even, but not exactly matching. Okay, and now let's stick that in. And we still have a bow. Gosh, I can't forget that. Well, we may not be able to put it on. We'll see. Let's see. So that looks pretty cute, right? Once again, I'm going to hold it up to the camera in the front and see how it looks. Pretty cute, right? Okay, so now let us put some pine cones. And then we'll do some snowflakes. And then maybe we'll put some red. I don't know, we'll see. The verdict is still out on that. Look how beautiful these are. I got these ornaments. I got the pine cones. I got the Pics, and I've got these ornaments at Walmart. They're beautiful. Okay, so naturally we have to cut the little strings off. So we are almost done. We just have to add a couple of more goodies, and then we'll be all finished. Right, so let's add one right in there where there's a little bit of a gap. And like I said, Gorilla Glue is going to last and last, so it can be in any kind of weather, and it's going to be fine. We may not even have to put our bow on, but let's just see. And then pretty much this will be all done, right? So maybe let's put a little thing there. Put some snowflakes, and then we'll see if we have room for our bow. If we don't, then we don't. But it's holiday time, so it's not like you're never going to use it. Don't worry about that. So let's stick one right here. And once again, I'm putting a nice healthy coat of Gorilla Glue because I don't want anything ever to come apart. That's a no bueno. And then I'm just going to turn this around because sometimes we forget to add stuff to the bottom of something. On the side, like there could be something we need there. So I'm gonna, don't forget that someone might be hanging it on a wall inside or even on their front door, and you might see it from the side, lower angle. You want to make sure that everything's balanced and decorated nicely. Let's see, I'm gonna sit back down so I can see the side of it as if I was, yep, I'm just gonna glue some more. Holding that for a second. Okay. And so here's the way the front of the bow looks. This is not an Allie bow, a Stacy bow, or a Judy bow. This is just something that I imagined in my mind, and I just made loops. I did 4s and 2s and 4s and 2s, and that's it. So it turned out pretty cute too, and I think it would look really nice on our snowman, but I'm not sure. So as always, I will take a picture of it finished, either with the bow or without. So I guess this brings us to the end of another tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. I know I did. I hope you saw that you can also make this stuff too and decorate your home or share it with someone and help bring a little bit of the holiday spirit to theirs. So once again, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so, and also hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload my next holiday video. And I look forward to spending more time with you soon. So be safe, be well, and happy holidays. Oh, and oh, for craft's sakes.